I don't know why I'm doing these, but what the hell. So, this is a week, a little bit more than a week after I started hormones, and I gotta take that out of my ear. So yeah, it's a week after I started hormones. Nothing seems to be really different, besides my energy levels to shit, but that could be chalked up to a few different things. I don't know. I've seen a lot, same people that they're starting hormones and they're always tired and sleeping a ton. And I've seen that it could be the levels changing, things not going up at the right speed, others going down, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, nothing's really different. I mean, I don't expect it to be, but a little bit in the back of your head you think so, and you hope so, because I don't know, it's a thing you think that you can just take something and it'll fix everything, but it's not. I mean, the last episode, I don't know if I call it episode, last video I did was like Wednesday of last week, and it's now like 9 p.m. on the Friday, so a bit over a week. Been taking them. Not bad. It's weird how you take them. It's weird, because it's a little tiny blue pill that instead of swallowing whole, you put underneath your tongue, let it dissolve, which is odd, but I don't know, maybe it's a better way to distribute it. I mean, it doesn't have like a weird taste to it at all. I did notice something on my other meds. Is the testosterone blocker. That has a weird smell to it, but that may just be because it's a thing meant to stop hormones. But who knows? I mean, I really was hoping this weekend would have been different than how it's going, because I've been trying to talk with people, meet people, just get out in the world and actually, have a life, but that doesn't seem to be happening. And I don't know. Seems like every time I turn around, something comes up or something changes, and it's just not possible for things to happen. It doesn't also help that my mom's not that intelligent. Instead of telling me, informing me, shut up, phone, that, we may be without a car, and you may have to drive your stepdad back and forth to work, which is stupid. Which I don't want to do, because it's just a waste of time, waste of gas, But yeah, she didn't tell me that until like the day before, so I was like, great. Glad I didn't have any plans, which I did. I actually did. Plan on going up. Okay. Back to what I was saying. For some reason, my equipment stopped recording. I don't know why. I don't know. I gotta look at that. It might be something with the cables. But I was gonna go up and meet this trans guy I met, which no one knows, and you should know if you're watching this, because it's most of my channel and that stuff is going to be about transgender stuff and whatnot, and me going through my transition. Transgender male or transgender guy, that is a female transitioning to a male, unlike me, that's a male transitioning to a female. And I know I can't speak and I just sound nasally. My voice depends on the time of day, how much sleep I've got, and all that kind of stuff. But it always sounds worse on recording, because recording's annoying, and also talking a lot, which I don't do in my normal day-to-day life, dries out my throat. Never was a big talker, but back to what I was saying. There's this transgender guy I found online, and we've been talking. I was going to go up to Idaho, where he is, to meet, talk, hang out, just to do that. And I mean, it's not that far away, it's only like a couple hours out. Like, yeah, that would have been fun, but, of course, because the internet's full of crazy people and psychos, he was afraid. And I mean, I understand it, and we would talk about this, like, it makes sense, not wanting to have someone come up to your place, take you out to a bar, drinking, and, never know what's going to happen. Especially because he doesn't have a license, and that's a whole big thing. But yeah, and then I was trying to meet up with other people and just do something, or even maybe just go out to a bar on my own, but that's a whole big issue. But I'm not going to be, because I won't have a vehicle, which I didn't know about. But, of course, my luck, everything goes to shit, and I'm just stuck at home talking basically to a wall. Hopefully not forever. Who knows? But yeah, so that turned out to be what happened. And yeah, hormones. I mean, it's mostly just losing. I just lost energy, which I didn't have a crap ton before. So yeah. Yeah, and I've never been a big talker on most stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, seriously, I've been told from basically age 5, I didn't even talk. Because there was one reason or another not to. And you could sound like I'm just saying this to get pity and all that kind of crap, but I'm not. I mean, I think back and it's just you point and make actions and people get it. I still do that today. Instead of being like a dick person when someone doesn't know where something is, just like telling them, it's over there, you're stupid, over there, it goes over here. It's like, I just point and people get the gist. Because, I mean, people are physical beings and you get tells. I mean, you can tell by someone's, body stance or their reaction to everything. And I know I probably look like a pile of garbage right now. I haven't shaved in a few days. Haven't showered. I mean, this is the same shirt I wore to work last night. Which I hate. Because, I mean, I'm not out to all my coworkers, but I told my management because I was starting hormones just to give them the information if things happen or things start changing. I don't get the awkward conversation going, hey, you're turning into a chick, right? Or, I mean, with these, people would have probably said something, but I don't know. Either they didn't notice or didn't want to notice or were just afraid of me like everyone else. What can you do? Lots of life for me. Other people may have different perspectives or experiences, but that's just how things have gone for me. I mean, really, I wanted to not do something this weekend, but next weekend, because there's another trans girl I know out in Vegas that I've been talking to for almost a year or more, and it's okay. She gets busy a lot. She has her own business and whatnot, but it's like her 21st birthday and I wanted to be down there. I know it's kind of weird that I'm almost 27, she's like 21, but I don't know, we just clicked talking off a website once, and it's been interesting. We've been keeping up back and forth, but things sometimes just get lost in translation or just don't have time to talk, and it's just things happen, life continues on. But I don't know, it always feels like I'm alone, like really alone. It's sad, but what can you do? You gotta pedal on and push through. Nothing you can do besides just put your head down and move. I mean, it's what I've done most of my life, and it's not the best thing because then you don't notice things around you or people around you or anything. Or you try to avoid it because you don't want to be judged or questioned or anything as such. But yeah, that's been this week. I mean, I've talked to a few different people online. I mean, I could go into a backstory about some things, but that could be later on. Because I'm just mostly dictating or documenting what's going on now. I tried getting in contact with a transgender voice therapist. They never seem to call me back for some reason. I don't know. So I called them, and of course I get a voicemail because no one ever answers the phone. So yeah, I gotta wait for that, which is gonna be fun if I can ever get into them. And it's of course in Salt Lake City because going to the U of U, that means most of the stuff is in Salt Lake. Luckily, the doctor I see has office hours closer by. So yeah. But I don't know. It's just gonna be a long road, and it's gonna be hard doing it on my own. That's why I've been trying to get to know people and meet people and actually see people outside my house. That doesn't work. I don't know why. It's just something that happens. I don't know if I'm still gonna upload these or not. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? I still haven't even got my damn avatar done up. trying to trace over a picture and then try to make it a bit of my own, but I don't know, I've always wanted to, and I can do pretty well. I mean, it's coming out pretty good, but some details are not the best because I have to draw them in myself because I'm changing it to the point where it's my own image and not just basically copying and pasting, saying it's mine. So I kind of got the base layer out of a adult coloring book, which are pretty good. I mean, doing that, it's interesting to watch like what you do and how you do gradients and colors and whatnot. Some people just color it in like a child would do, just one straight color for each like section or area. What I've done, I've actually made a gradient from like how things worked, and it looked really good to me. Not really showed to anyone else. I think I remember doing it like at a job or something like that. Just because I think it was at the call center when I was working there. It was just a boring day, and I just kept up with it because I just had nothing else to do. Which, of course, I quit that job because I can't deal with people yelling at me because they didn't pay their bill, but they want their service still on. Or like 100-year-old people from the East Coast. East? Yes, because I'm on the West. On the East Coast complaining that their service is shut off or they didn't get a bill when everything's turning digital, but they're 100-year-old and they still want their paper bill. But yeah, I gotta do a lot of work. I mean, I gotta get avatar done, or like it's an avatar basically for the channel. Gotta get a channel banner and other things, and just get to recording. But I want to, but then I don't because I don't want to have the same thing happen that happened the last time, where made a bunch of videos, kept up with it, and then just no views whatsoever. There's even still some videos on that old channel that just have nothing. Like videos, multiple videos that have no views whatsoever. And it's hard to do so much work. I mean, I was working 2 or 3 days doing editing, and then I was doing most of the recording setup and everything, and then uploading. Uploading is a pain with, crap connection, and it's probably not any better than I have now, so who knows. But streaming is going to be another question until I can get my own internet service that's better and it works. It just has to be better because connections here are garbage and there's too many things on the same network, and it's just going to be a pain. And trying to think of what to start on. I have I'm not a millions. I have a few, probably a few hundred games at most. All collected together with, different systems and platforms and all that stuff. But it's just going to take work to get that done. Well, we'll see how much this goes and see how far it gets into it. If I do continue this, we'll see.